Hello and welcome back to Mentally Channel. So, in this new video, we are going to explain how to install and use Angular 19 with a practical example. This is going to be a cool Angular application. So, we are going to learn a lot about Angular 19 because you can navigate to mentally.blog. This is our blog, and we have our uh, documentation here about the process step by step. Also, here we have some definition. Angular 19 is a powerful framework that enables developers to create dynamic and scalable web application. So in this blog, we will guide you step by step through the building of a CRUD application. And we are going to use some important technology like Angular 19, Tailwind CSS, Node, and Docker, of course, to have our application Dockerizing. And we are going to include some functionality in the UI, and we are going to create a API integration with JSONPlaceholder. Of course, we are going to have a model-based item management and deployment using Docker. And by the end of this tutorial, you will have a fully functional Angular 19 CRUD application, and you're going to understand how to configure your Angular project and, of course, your Tailwind CSS for the styling and deploy your project using Docker. So before like a starter, I suggest you subscribe to my Mentally channel and of course share the video is helpful for you and let's get started. So the first step, um, you need to have install Node, and I recommend you navigate to Node official website, and here you can download the later version of Node, and just follow the download node, and that's it, and you can follow the step by step to download this Node version, and then you need to install the CI or Angular. And it's easy, just you need to run this command npm install and this slash g is global Angular CI 19. And then you need to verify your version is currently installed. And the case is correct installed. You see this Angular CI and Angular CI 19. I use no 18 for the moment, it's no problem. And with that, you have ready your environment to create the application. So then we need to create our application. In this case, we can create application, for example, with this command ng new Angular uh, CRUD app. And for example, in this case, they suggest some styling we can choose, but for me, I prefer doing a different way because, for example, I prefer to create with this command, like for example, here, sorry, for example, we have ng new, the name of our application styling CSS and routing through, and then just click enter. And for this application, we don't need the new functionality of the server-side rendering or the static generation for this app. It's not necessary. And we have in a moment the creation or Angular application. They take a little bit of time. In a moment, it's going to be complete. So it's taking a little bit of time. Of course, we are going to install the Tailwind CSS, and we need to use this command npm start Tailwind and Tailwind pause was force to install our Tailwind and initialize the configuration of Tailwind. And let's wait this complete in a moment. And then, for example, we can wait this complete. Let's see. Okay, no problem. This is complete. So now we can navigate to this. We can open in Visual Studio Code or app. And then we have this structure in the packages. For example, let's see here. You can see we have our source and app, but in this new version, Angular is a standalone component first, and we need to configure some different things here. And for doing that, first of all, let's install Darwin, and then we can move forward with the configuration we need to change here. And click and paste this install, and you have a new config file called Darwin config. Let's see. Tailwind Coffee, yeah, Tailwind Coffee.js. This Tailwind Coffee.js is to inject the Tailwind in all models, and we need to change with this to have inject correctly with our HTML code and TSS and touch code. And Angular can be import in our application and using our application. But of course, we need to change some here in the index, no, in the index, in our component HTML. We have a lot of boilerplate code in here, and we need to delete this because it's not neither your boilerplate code. And of course, to avoid this error here, this is a standard component, and we need to change our add component CSS with this configuration. For example, first of all, we need to use standalone true and then save, and you see the error is gone. Okay, with that configuration doing, we can pass to the next step, add our tiling globally in our styling here. And with that, we can pass to the implementation because they change the way they change the way or Angular inject or use or retrieve the different clients HTTP was modified for this new implementation Angular 19. Now we need to config or uh, app config TSS this confidences, this we need to change and inject here a new interface provider HTTP client to fetch our different API globally. And with that, we can fetch whatever API we need and have our application correctly functionally. So with that, we can proceed to something. We need to change another thing here, like usually we don't have this file is important. We need to create a file that JSON, but we don't have here yet for some reason. Let's see. And we need to create this file. And here we need to create, and that's it. We create that plus JSON. This is to allow Tailwind can use the Angular application and Angular and the Angular 19 can inject these Tailwind processes in our application when it's building. And with that, we can proceed to the next step. So the next step, yeah, we can running our application, but now we don't have anything to show. Okay, it's building. And if you navigate to local here, you see we don't have anything here at the moment, but this is going to be changing in a moment. So now we need to create our components and service, and we can generate the component with this command and of course the service. Let's turn on this, clear, and let's generate code component and services. And then we automatically create our different files or classes with the servicing component. And then we have this folder with a item. But here we can see we have the HTML template here. And we're going to modify first our service we have. And in our service, we are going to implement the different crew operation and in we are going to use this, for example. This is a open source project, JSONPlaceholder, and they provide us a good endpoint to test our knowledge, like get item, get comments, create items, and different stuff about social media. And it's good because it's free, and we can use for our project to test different script, and I recommend it a lot. And here, if you can see, for example, we are using injectable and HTTP client, but this is the method we are using. First of all we have a bytecode here called API URL. This is reflected the URL or we are going to fetch, and then we have our constructor with the HTTP client. We are initialize in our service class. And then we have the method gatings. It's a saver. And this use the HTTP get method, and we get all the different policies available in our application in the endpoint. And then we have the get item and have the item by the ID and create a item with the HTTP post and updating and delete item. So it's so useful, and of course we can interpret this easily because it's a clean code, and we can handle this so easily in the process of create. And then we say this and can move forward with the UI or this implementation. For example, here in our HTTP comment, we need to implement this. For example, we need to implement this this way. For example, we have a D class that is a container with a match auto or PCs, and another H2 tag with the test and the phone in a board and the title or the item list. And we have the button to open a modal and show the modal to put the different items like add item. with the information the model it needed. And of course, uh, you see, for example, this is thread, but this is a common issue or the new application with standard component have. You need to inject these modules, like for example, in your item list component interface. You need to inject here, for example, here. Oh, maybe here is not. Let's see, it's missing, but it's no problem because we need to inject here in this icon list component. First of all, we need to inject the standalone true, and then we need to import all modules or Angular common modules and form module for being this binary with the ng module to being these selectors, and then it's working fine. So this working or this way, for example, you have your component, and this is the selector name of your component, instant lighting, app item list. And then you have the standard true, the import modules you need, and the temporary you are going to use. And then you implementing, for example, the on init, and with the item, we have a array of item empty, and our modal open is forced in this case because first of all it's forced, and when we have a click, it's open, it's showing. And we have the selecting item, title, and body, and it's selecting equal to false. And then we inject our service. In our service class, we have all different endpoints to all the different methods to get information from this endpoint. And then, for example, we have this NOIN that is going to, when the user click the application for first time, is going to trigger and load all the items and show all the items in the page. And then we have the method is calling now the item shell. We get items, subscribe, and have all the data. And here, this is for a method to open the modal. And we have we have eating, we can edit through and select all the eating we have available. And then we can say, for example, a item in case the item server, we can use the method of the item and pass the different information. And of course, close the item when the save is complete. Then we have the delete item to delete item by ID and filter if this item is here again or is a deleter. And then, for example, with that information we can um, run the application. For example, we can run the application now. It's running now, and it's if we click here, we have a mistake because we need to configure another important thing like app routers. In this app routers, we need to configure the routers we are going to use because um, with the different path, and with that we can, for example, show information here. And you see here we have our path and the route we are using. In case the path is empty, they're going to return to the item list. And then we have all information here about the redditor list. With that, for example, we can, for example, a item and the title is test and totally, and the body can be test. And then save. If we scroll down, you see test mentally. And then we can delete this and delete all the different uh, dummy data we have here from our API. And with that, we complete our implementation of this CRUD application. But of course, we need to add some um, here we need a Docker file that we need to add. Let's see, because I think This Docker, this is the task I I, I gonna to. This is the task I want you to spend time. For example, this Docker. For example, I gonna to give you a homework for this. I suggest you run this application in Docker and show me in the comment how was your result. And for that, it's easy. Just this Docker compose up, and then click enter, and you are going to have our application running in your Docker, and you are going to see all these correctly function. And with that information, we can continue in future videos to mental each other. Let's see, in our mentally, for example, if you can see, we are going to have, let's see the video here. We have a lot of video, and I recommend you, mm, let's see, uh, sorry. So yeah, we have a lot of video here. And I recommend you to share the video and share. And of course, subscribe because this is a good community and we can provide a lot of knowledge about this. And of course, in Mentally Academy, we have different video, different subscribe, mentorship, complete warrior application, and you can use and share with your friends. So thank you for watching the video and we talk soon. See you.